Hi everyone, welcome back to the YouTube channel, An American Professor. In this video, we're going to be discussing the logical operators in Python. So it's a continuation of the previous video on conditional logic. We're going to cover the AND operator, the OR operator, and the NOT operator. So with the AND, OR, and NOT operator, we can build more complicated conditional logic in Python. So we can check for more conditions, and the expressions will be a little bit more complex, but we can do more with those expressions. So in this first code example, let's define an age, set it to 13, and a weight set to 140. Our first example will be with AND. So we have two conditions here inside the if expression. If the age is greater than or equal to 10 and the weight is less than or equal to 140, we'll print the message, you are a healthy person. Else, we'll print the message, you are unhealthy. So obviously that prints the message, you are a healthy person. Next, the thing about AND is all of the tests with the AND must evaluate to true. So this test must evaluate to true, and this check must evaluate to true. If any one of them fails, the overall expression in here will evaluate to false. Let's see that here. So change the weight to 190, but keep the age at 13 years old. If the age is greater than or equal to 10 and the weight is less than or equal to 140, so we have the same two-part test, we'll print you are a healthy person, otherwise we'll print you are unhealthy. Now we enter in the computer, the Python interpreter enters into the else part of the if else statement and prints the message you are unhealthy. We could also have the weight be in a healthy range, but the age be small as well. So we can enter into the else part of the if else statement if the age is under 10 years old. The other operator, which is useful for building complex logical statements in Python, is the OR operator. This is an inclusive OR, which means the overall expression will evaluate to true if any one of these evaluates to true. So one of them can be false, but one of them must be true in order for the overall if expression, the expression for the if statement to evaluate to true. So let's run this. You are a healthy person because your age is greater than or equal to 10. 13 is greater than or equal to 10, even though you're above average weight. So weight's 190, and we're saying we would like you to be under 140 to be healthy, but if you're at least above 10 years old, you're considered healthy according to our test here. Now let's show if both of these conditions evaluate to false. You are unhealthy because your age is less than 10, it's 8, and your weight is less than 140. Excuse me, and your weight is greater than 140. Your weight's set to 190. So both conditions evaluate to false. But for this OR logical operator, one of them must be true. So if we change this to 120, you're back to being a healthy person. See, it's not too complicated. The last logical operator for this lecture is the NOT operator. It's kind of clunky for using comparison with NOT, but you'll see a good use case for NOT in a second. But in this example, if we run it, you may drive my car because you're 17. You're not less than 16 years old. You're greater than or equal to 16 years of age. So if we set this to 10, you are too young to drive still. So we enter the else part because the if statement fails. Lastly, a good use case. Well, first of all, I always try to write my conditionals using in the positive way if possible to avoid using not. you can usually always write these comparator operations in the positive manner, but not as useful for when checking an element is not in a container type such as a list and doing some action in response to that logical test. So let's define a list of kids with Caleb, Ashish, and Ashley in there. And let's define a name variable called with Zane as the string. If the name Zane is not in kids, we'll print this message. The name Zane is missing from your list of children. Zane is missing from your list of children. But if we add Zane to our list of children, here, the variable name kids, we'll see that nothing's printed. We can add an else part to verify it, that Zane is now on our list of kids. Print is in your list of children. It's as easy as that. That's all for the video tutorial on logical operators in Python. Don't forget to hit that like and subscribe button. Have a blessed day.